right, Talisman. Work your magic.
Cameron?
Cameron isn't here, Amanda. It's just us.
Did you hear me, Gary? Josie found out how to prove you couldn't have possibly killed Grant. The charges are dropped. You're a free man.
You're free, Gary. In every way. I don't expect this to change anything, especially after all the terrible things I've done, the lies.
No, that was wrong. I shouldn't have done that.
Molly, it's okay. It's okay. During this time that we have together, during this lunch, we're not lawyer and client.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, it's just you and me. You know.
I know what you're trying to say. We shouldn't rush things, and that's okay with me, because we have all the time in the world.
No, Tyrone, we don't. There can't be anything between us. Not ever.
Surprise.
Ah!
Squeeze Vicky really hard.
Pleasure. Ow!
Good catch, Carlino.
Thank you, McKinnon. Thank you, Cindy, for a nice clean set of prints.
No, what are you doing? Give me back my key!
What, you mean Grant's key? The one that was in his pocket before he died? The one that, strangely enough, never showed up in his body afterwards?
You don't know that. You're desperate.
Cindy, you're getting everything wrong tonight. See, you're the one who's desperate. Because you know this little key proves motive and opportunity. Don't mind while I use your phone, do you? Just want to call the gang down at HQ. Tell them we got ourselves a murderer.
That key doesn't prove anything.
This is Carlino. Please tell Burrell I've got a suspect for her to question. Cindy Harrison, 240 Bay Street, Suite 848. Grant Harrison's place. What? Really?
You know what? That is my phone. This is my apartment, and you are trespassing. Get out.
I don't know. Last time I checked, I thought it said Grant Harrison on that door.
I am Mrs. Grant Harrison. Get out, or I will file charges.
Thank you. Cindy, that'll be great. You can do that when the cops come, which should be in about 5 minutes.
Okay, so you got a key. Big freaking deal. You won't be able to prove anything.
Tony would like to question you on some other matters.
I have nothing more to say to her.
Really? See, I was thinking maybe you could clear up some confusion.
About what?
About how you can claim you saw Gary Sinclair murder Grant when the cops have an eyewitness who says Gary was on the other side of town right at the time of the murder.
Bluffing.
No. I'd say you're dead meat.
Whatever you did, thanks.
I knew you didn't kill Grant. It was just a matter of time till I proved it.
Yeah, well, I didn't make it easier for you believing in me when I didn't believe in myself.
Not me. I never stopped believing in you, Gary.
Should have seen this woman. She was like a dog with a bone proving your innocence.
What'd you do? How'd you do it?
The flower in your jacket. You were at the cemetery at the time of the murder, visiting Gary Jr.
So she went down there and she found a caretaker who remembered seeing you. None of us thought you did it, Gary. You know that.
Tony, Captain Carlino just called.
What's up?
He's with Cindy Harrison at the mayor's place. Says he has some evidence you need to see.
Go ahead, Tony. Give Mrs. Harrison what she has coming to her. And when you do, give her one for me, too.
I will. Let's go, Rivera.
Hey, Tony. Thanks.
Yeah. You know, no matter how bad things got between you two, I kept telling myself it was gonna get better. You guys deserve a happy ending. And I know you've been through hell, and take it from someone who's been through it too. It can get better.
What do you say we go home?
Marley, if I got out of line just now, then I'm sorry.
How could you get out of line? I was the one who came on to you.
Then I don't understand. I don't see what the problem is here.
Well, once I did, I started thinking how wrong it was.
Oh, Marley. You know what your problem is? You think too much.
Yeah? Well, I didn't think at all. And it came to Jake, and look what happened there. I threw myself at a man I had no business throwing myself at just because I convinced myself I loved him.
So what, you're saying you didn't love Jake?
Well, how could I? I never thought about what he wanted, only what I wanted. And love isn't about that. Love is wanting someone to be happy. That's what I want for you. I want you to be happy.
Kissing you makes me happy.
You're amazing, because you could have anything or anyone that you want.
And what if that anyone was you?
Well, how could you want me after you know what I've done and who I am?
Maybe it's because I know who you are. Marley, there's a connection between us. The kind of connection that I haven't felt with a woman in so long. Don't tell me you don't feel it.
Well, you know I do.
I mean, we're not talking about walking down the aisle or buying a minivan with built-in baby seats or anything like that. I mean, we're just starting out, so let's take it slow and let's see where it goes.
Well, what if it goes wrong?
And so be it. But no matter what happens tomorrow, I thank God for being here with you today.
Tyrone, I can't. Please.
Please. Not only do you think too much, you talk too much. I'll put up with it because you are so damn beautiful.
When you talk like that, you almost make me believe.
Believe, Marley. Believe.
Believe it, darling. You know, where I've been staying, that sound means it's time for basket weaving.
I guess we should get that, huh?
I guess.
Marley, what are you doing here?
Your husband arranged for it for Vicky and Jake.
Actually, I'm looking for Jake. Is he here?
No, not right now.
Montgomery.
Tyrone, do you know where Jake is?
Hold on a minute. I've got Jake on the phone right now. He's with Joy at Grant Harrison's place.
What's he doing there?
Wait, go ahead.
Hi. What
What's going on? I didn't know you were here.
Gary's been released. Cindy lied about seeing him kill Grant.
Cindy lied? No.
Thanks, Jake. They caught Cindy trying to break into a strongbox at Grant's suite. She was using that key that you told them about, Marley. And now they're arresting her.
For breaking and entering?
No. For murder. It looks like Cindy was the one who killed Grant.
What are you doing out here?
What are you doing here?
Well, I didn't hear from you today, and I wanted to know if that headache was still bothering you.
Oh, it hasn't bothered me ever since you gave me this.
Huh.
Yeah, I just had the need to be outside, and I don't really know why.
Spring fever, perhaps?
Maybe.
You seemed upset when you woke up. Did you have a bad dream?
Not bad. Strange, though. It should have been scary, but it wasn't.
What was it about?
Well, it was odd. I mean, it seemed as though it was happening to someone else. And the someone... she wanted it to happen. I wanted it to happen. This isn't making any sense, is it?
Dreams often have meanings we're not ready to understand. Want to take a walk? Clear your head? There's a place I'd like you to see.
Amanda, where are you?
Cameron? I'm out here on the terrace.
You don't have to deal with him if you don't want to. I don't mind asking him to leave.
Surprise, surprise. Look who's here.
I could say the same thing, Mr. Sinclair, but of course I wouldn't.
Amanda, what are you doing out here? It's too cold.
I was just telling David, I don't remember why I'm here. I am chilly.
Well, why don't you come inside? Let me warm you up with a fire and some good news. What are you wearing?
Oh, David gave me his jacket so I could stay warm.
No, not that. I mean that dress. It's not you.
I think Amanda looks wonderful.
Dave, do you mind giving some time for us to be alone? I have some news for Amanda. It's kind of personal.
As a matter of fact, I do mind. Amanda and I were in the middle of something.
How are you feeling?
Why would you ask?
Your face looks kind of pale. You feel like ice.
I guess I do feel a little strange.
No kidding. So, what were you and Clark Kent doing out there anyway?
Well, you must know. And I have no idea why you must. We were having a private conversation.
That's great, because now she's about to have a private conversation with me.
Funny, I don't remember Amanda saying you're welcome here.
Who do you think you are? I don't need your permission to be here.
No, you don't, but you need Amanda's, and I get the sense she wants you to go.
This is none of your business.
Listen, Mr. Sinclair.
Stop it! Just stop it.
Amanda, what is going on? What is wrong with you?
Oh, man, this place is a mess. If I knew you were coming home, I would have cleaned up or done the dishes or baked a cake. Okay, maybe I wouldn't have baked a cake. I would have bought one. Gary, since you've walked out of that cell, I have been doing all the talking.
I'm sorry, I've just been thinking.
About what?
How I could have killed Grant.
But you didn't.
Yeah, but does that matter? When I never doubted that I could have done it? I mean, what kind of man does that make me?
Not a killer, Gary. I wouldn't want to spend the rest of my life with someone who was. Look, I'm not asking for miracles here. I'm not even asking for forgiveness. How could I? Because of what I did, something so precious is gone. And it's not just because of the baby. I mean, that's part of it, but it's something between us, something that may never be again. And I'm not saying this because... I'm saying it because I don't want you to think that I'm in some dream world or sweeping this under the rug. It's just that tonight you put your arms around me, Gary, for the first time since... forever. And now we're home together, and... Gary, this is all I want, is to be here with you.
Latecomers will be seated at the discretion of the management.
We got here as fast as we could.
Tony's not even here yet. Paulina?
I was at Jake and Vicky's when you guys called, so I thought I'd come along for the ride. Is that okay?
Paulina, my friend, of course. More the merrier, right? Somebody want to tell me what the hell is going on here?
Marley is the one who tipped us off about the key.
Oh, Marley, my other friend. Thank you. Some friend you turned out to be.
Cindy, we were never friends. We just used each other for a while.
Anyways, I thought Marley here could maybe explain to Officer Burrell why you should spend the rest of your life in the joint.
Oh, you are gonna love the women's prison.
Remember Babes in the Big House? That was such a good movie.
There's nothing funny about this.
No, there's not.
Joe, could I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. What's up?
Do you really have enough evidence to convict Cindy?
Baby, she is in this thing so deep, Johnny Cochran couldn't get her out of it.
That is true. It's really over.
Yeah. Yeah, Blue. It's all over.
I don't really know what came over me. I guess it was just all of the arguing.
Look, I didn't mean to start anything. It's just that you're not acting like you tonight. I'm worried about you.
I'm fine. I was just cold, that's all.
Why were you outside in the cold in that
I
dress?
told you I don't remember. I was trying to figure that out myself. You said that you had some news.
Yeah, great news.
What is it? Tell me.
In a second. Do you mind? I need some time with Amanda alone.
That's nice, but I need to talk to her.
You need to leave. Amanda doesn't need another scene.
Amanda,
David, please.
as you wish. Are you sure you're all...
She's sure.
I'll call you tomorrow morning.
Good night.
That guy's harder to get rid of than crabgrass.
Said that you had some good news.
Yeah. I just got back from the police station.
And?
Josie found proof that Gary couldn't have possibly killed Harrison.
Which means
That Gary's been cleared of all the charges.
That's wonderful, Cameron.
It gets even better when I left. I saw Gary and Josie. They were in each other's arms.
That's great. So maybe they can patch things up and start over again.
Yeah. Maybe we can, too.
Cindy has done so many terrible things that it's time she paid. It really is.
Yeah, well, some things you do you can never pay for.
Yes, as in the way she treated poor Marley. Now, don't give me that look, because I was there, I know. And I'm not saying that Marley was blameless. I'm just saying that if she hadn't hooked up with Cindy, she would not be in the trouble she is today.
You and your girls have been through a rough patch. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, but I have a feeling things are going to be getting better for Marley really soon.
Okay. What aren't you telling me?
What do you mean?
That I know something you don't know, Tone. Now, look, if it's got something to do with Tyrone...
Anna Mae, could we just get along for one evening, please?
Okay. I'll give you one evening. But you worry about your kids. So don't expect me not to worry about Tyrone. He's like my own. Tea time.
You know, it's hard to believe that both Grant and Cindy are going to be out of our lives for good after tonight.
You know what I can't get out of my mind? The last time I saw Grant's face, That little smile of his.
Yes, I know it will.
Like he was so pleased with himself. Like he could handle anyone. And he never knew, he never had a clue that he was about to be hurt for good.
Of course, the last time I saw Grant, he was shoving my wheelchair into the wine cellar. If you hadn't come along, I'd probably still be rotting away in there.
And if Grant had listened to you, he might be alive.
Oh! What are you doing?
This is a violation of my rights.
Yeah, I want you to know your rights like you have the right to remain silent.
Oh, you're a funny lady.
Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law.
I figured it out.
I don't think you're getting this. You have no lines in this scene.
Well, you would like that, wouldn't you? Because then nobody would know the truth. And the truth is, this whole thing's a setup.
Cindy, just keep moving. You're making things worse for yourself.
Oh, no. No. No, I can't believe I didn't figure this out sooner. It is so obvious.
Okay, I'll bite what's obvious.
Well, it's obvious that I didn't
kill Grant, but I know who did. It was Grant's precious Victoria.
That's crazy. She couldn't.
Oh, she didn't do it alone. That's why she needed your help. Come on, admit it. You and Sis killed Grant together. It is the only logical explanation. Vicky and Marley teamed up to kill Grant.
You're even crazier than I thought. The only person on the scene after Vicky and Marley left was you, Cindy. No matter how you tried to get Gary there. Okay, you left your heel print in the man's hand.
All right, look. I know you hate me. Who doesn't? Huh? Hams, anyone? But look at this logically, okay? I mean, come on, look how quickly Marley confessed the night that Grant was killed. I'm the one who bashed Grant's brains in. Please, give me what I deserve, she says. And then a few days later, Vicky comes running in. No, I bashed Grant's brains in. Please, give me what I deserve. It was really easy to confess, wasn't it, when you knew that that wasn't really the way that Grant died? And so the autopsy proves it, and you figure you're home free.
But she didn't count on anybody figuring out what really happened that night.
I need help.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Wait, he's alive. We can still save him. No, he doesn't deserve to be saved. We'd all be better off if you had killed him. We can't leave him here to die. You're right. You're right. Oh, Margaret, what are you doing? This is the man who kidnapped your son. He's gonna do it again if we don't stop him. Help me. Come on, Victoria, you've got to help me. Can't you see it? They worked together to kill Grant. Now they're working together to frame me for it.
Are you sure you are all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I didn't feel a thing.
What do you mean you didn't feel a thing? As soon as the water hit you, you were up on your feet.
Well, it just had to be an automatic reflex because obviously I can't walk.
I don't care what you say. I am calling your doctor.
No, Edda Mae, now there's no reason to get yourself all worked up. I'm fine.
What do you mean no reason? I spilled a full cup of boiling water in your lap.
I'm all right. I'm fine. Now, if you really want to help me, just wheel me through that door and let me change my clothes. I am soaking wet.
You will change your clothes after I call your doctor.
I told you there was no reason for you to call
I heard
my
what
doctor.
you said.
Now, you don't have to do this.
I'm choosing to ignore you.
It was easy for me to say those things to Gary. For me to tell him to forgive Josie for what happened on the beach in Boca Linda. But then I started thinking about me. About us. It made me feel so weak because I can't take my own advice. I can't get over it, even if I want to.
Amanda, you fading on me?
No, no. I'm just trying to remember something.
What?
After I came back from the police station, and talking about Gary and Josie and you and me, that's when I started to feel weak.
No,
and out of it.
No, it was before that. It was before what happened to Gary.
I remember.
How about now? Do you...
No, I'm better now. I'm much better now, but that feeling, it kind of comes and goes.
Do you have any idea what's causing it?
No. I wish I did.
I'm too close to walk away.
David, did you forget something? Why did you come back?
I forgot to leave something.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, well, there's no reason why you should. I'm not making much sense. The reason I came by tonight was to give you that Brava marketing report you wanted to see, and with all the confusion, I never gave it to you. So, I knew you wanted to be alone. That's why I hesitated to come back.
But you did.
Yes, but, don't worry. I'll just leave this with Amanda and make a hasty departure. Oh, sorry. Let me get
Well, that's okay. I can help you with that. It's okay. I've got it.
So, now that it's in your hands, I'll leave you two alone. I'm sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, I bet you're sorry. Amanda, how are you feeling?
I got the feeling back.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, just all of a sudden, I just got so tired.
Come on, let's get you inside. We'll get you off your feet. Take it easy. Just sit here. Are you gonna need anything?
Aspirin. It's in the kitchen, in the cupboard above the sink.
Aspirin in the kitchen, cupboard above the sink.
Yeah.
I think I can handle that. You'd be okay for just 1 minute?
Yeah, I just need to rest.
Okay.
We got bologna, yogurt, and 3 eggs.
Sounds like an interesting omelet.
How about Chinese? I guess some things haven't changed. Egg foo young, butterfly shrimp, and a whole lot of ribs. Gary, look, the last thing I want to do is pressure you, so please, if I'm doing that, just tell me to shut up.
No. Anybody's putting on the pressure, it's me.
But you're not saying anything.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm not making it any easier because the truth is, I don't know what to say.
Well, me neither. But I can't seem to stop talking.
We can't expect this to be easy.
I know. I know it takes time.
I guess.
I hate this. I want to fast forward, you know, and get back to the way we were.
Well, even if we get to that point, it's never going to be the same.
Could be better.
You don't know that, Josie.
I know that I want to be with you. The question is, what do you want, Gary?
Well, that is some story, Cindy.
Almost as good as the one you told about Gary, don't you think?
All I really want to do is find the person or persons who are responsible for killing my husband.
Take Miss Harrison down to the squad car, please.
It wasn't me. You've got the wrong person.
I'm willing to take that chance. Get her out of here. It's your collar, you know, Joe.
Oh, come on, get out of here. You kept your head when nobody else did, least of all me. Go ahead. Go put that broad behind bars.
My pleasure. Night all.
Well, it's over. It's all over.
You think so, Joe? Cindy said that...
We never have to worry about Cindy again. Everything's gonna be fine from now on.
For everyone but Cindy.
I can't help but think about Cindy. All alone in jail, no friends, no hope, on the brink of despair, and the same thought just keeps popping into my head. It's party time.
And, throw in some extra fortune cookies for good luck. Thanks. Gary, listen, I was thinking maybe we shouldn't talk about anything really. Good night, Gary.
I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. You've got the wrong person.
What are you gonna accuse now, Cindy? You got some relatives somewhere you want to sell at the river?
I want my lawyer.
You called your lawyer already. He said take 2 aspirin and he'll call you in the morning. Sleep well, Cindy. I know I will.
Tony! Tony! I didn't kill Grant.
Yeah. Well, neither did Gary. But things worked out for him. All the people who care about him got together and figured out how to prove he was innocent. So, the way I see it, all you gotta do is wait for your loved ones to come to your rescue. Huh? Ring housekeeping if you need fresh towels.
Oh, Mom, you would have loved it. You should have been there.
Cindy incarcerated. It's almost too good to be true.
Well, it's true. Everything's gonna be all right now.
Do you have to go back to Willowdale tonight?
Yeah, soon. Pretty soon.
We're gonna have a little party. Why don't you join us? Oh, no thanks, darling. I'm really tired. But I feel really wonderful. I do.
Me too. Better than I have for a very long time.
I love you both so much. We love you too. Good night.
Sleep well. You too. Good night.
To you, Grant. The man who was always wrong. Dead wrong, actually. I told you that you wouldn't hurt my babies because I wouldn't stand for it.
Whoa!
Hey, here is the good guys winning one for a change.
There we go. Tyrone?
No, I wish I could, but I gotta get going. I have to be in court in the morning.
Guess that means I have to go too, since you're my ride. Bye, Jake. Vicky. I'm glad I could help.
Oh, God. So am I. Thanks
For what?
for being such a good friend of my sister.
That part was easy. Good night, Vicky. Jake.
Good night. Hey, champagne. Thanks.
You okay?
Sure, why?
Because you're very quiet. I mean, not that there's a lot to talk about. It's kind of been your run-of-the-mill day. You know, I shamelessly throw myself at you, and we run off and solve a murder, and then a moonlit drive back to my sister's house, and just as we're about to uncork the bottle of champagne, it's time to take me home to the cookie jar. Hey, I was kind of going for a laugh there.
I'm sorry. I was thinking.
What?
Look, Marley, I made a decision. I'm gonna get you out of that place. I promise.
I called the sitter. I told her we might be a while.
Oh, yeah?
A long while.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We deserve to celebrate. Oh, we've been through enough. You know, probably Tony. Give me an update.
Yeah, well, don't be alone.
Portrait of a happy couple in a good way.
Carlito.
I know what you did, Carlito, and I know why you did it.
You didn't tell me there were 14 cupboards above the... Amanda? 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 Where the hell is she?
Tonight starts with the hit new drama Providence. Tune in and discover what everyone's raving about. Then on Dateline, she took an experimental drug to help her mental illness. She ended up committing suicide. Who's to blame? An all-new Dateline, followed by Homicide, tonight on NBC.